us your picks, Joey.
Well, we just had Dave Feldman on. He talked about women's MMA. Well, Bellator headlining, he's got Christine Justino Santos. She's in against another body. Bellator can't find anybody. It's really competitive to fight her. She lost to Amanda Nunes, went over to Bellator. She's carrying the crown over there, and she's headlining an event Thursday night at Mohegan Sun. 10-1 favorite, 12-1 favorite, too high. They'll bet the dog looking for value, but it doesn't matter. But on Saturday, UFC Fight Island in Yas Island in Dubai. We're going back there again. Ungodly start time. It's like 3 a.m. in Dubai, the main card starts. But I'm looking at another women's fight. A lot of times I'm not real keen on betting the women's fights because it goes to decision, and we have the judges. We don't know what the judges are looking at. But Jessica Andrade is fighting Caitlin Chukagian. I think I said her name right. She's from Jersey City. Anyway, Jessica Andrade, you remember she lost the split decision to Rose Namajunas last time out. Before that, she lost to Zhang, who's the champion right now. Anyways, and she beat Rose in the fight before that. She had her up in the air. She slammed her. Everybody was talking about the slam. Should it be legal? Shouldn't it be legal? Anyways, I like Jessica Andrade here. The reason I like her, a couple of reasons. One, I think she's going to bring her strength. She's moving up in weight, but I think she's going to bring her strength up in, when she moves up in weight. But Andrade is also, I mean, she's a fighter. She's Brazilian, and her career is fighting. Caitlin this week was talking with somebody on ESPN, and she said, look, this might be my last fight. I want to start a family. She just doesn't have, or I don't think her eye's on the prize. I'd be very surprised if Caitlin beat Andrade this week. Andrade opened up a short favorite, like $1.25, basically a pick 'em. She's up to about $1.50 now. I don't know. When I look at this fight, before I heard the news about Chukagian retiring, I was thinking, maybe Andrade would open around minus 200. I like Andrade in this fight. Now, the main event is Brian Ortega. He's fighting the Korean Zombie. These guys got into UFC, I think it was 248. They got into a little, the entourage of Ortega had a beef with the entourage of Korean Zombie. A Korean pop star who manages Korean Zombie had said something about Ortega, because Ortega's been injured, had a torn ACL and things. And he was he was teaching Halle Berry jiu-jitsu. Jesus, to imagine being able to pull her in guard. But anyways, Halle Berry jiu-jitsu. And he's working on movies. He played in that movie, The Tax Collector, last 2 years. So look, he's had some time off, and he's in there against the Korean Zombie. And the Korean Zombie, his camp. Look, they brought in it. From my understanding, his camp is not totally full. Like his wife is there, and she's saying, with these COVID rules, there's different things going on. I'm not saying that his wife is taking the place of one of his instrumental people in his camp, but I still think Korean Zombie wins this fight. That was just extra information. And if we go down the list, I mean, I'm talking about the Brazilians and being fighters. The best undefeated Silva in the UFC, Claudio Silva. It's like 5-0 in the UFC. He's 14-1 overall. He's fighting James Krause. Krause had some success moving up to welterweight. He came in favored for this fight too. He's favored over Claudio. Claudio's 5-0. Now look, I get it, but Krause is a late replacement too. So no, I don't get it. I don't understand why Krause is minus $1. He opened minus 205. He's down to minus $1.75. Obviously, I'm not the only one that can't understand it. I think that Claudio Silva will get this fight to the ground eventually. On the ground, the ground is his ocean. He's a shark down there. I think Claudio Silva will get the money as a plus underdog. And if you guys want all the goods, JBL, tell them where to find all the goods on Saturday.
Oh, that's simple. It's where all the goods are being given out. We've had Matt of the College Kids. We've had the Philly Godfather. We have you every single week, Philly Godfather every single week. We have the best knowledge that you can get about the UFC. We have Mr. Dave Mason from Bet Online who tells you where the sharp money's going, where the public money's going. We tell you where betting syndicates are making their bets. We give you all kinds of information. It's the reason that our picks have been 47-19 since we've been doing those UFC shows. Absolutely killed. 8-4 last week, including a couple dogs and a parlay that was plus 195 that Philly Godfather gave to us. So it's an incredible show, an incredible way to look at the UFC. One question, Joey. You mentioned Santos at the very beginning. That was the fight card before the UFC.
Bellator. Yep, correct.
He had Santos over, right?
No, Santos, she's just going to win that fight. I mean, she wins it however she wants to win it. I mean, common opponent. She fought Julia. This girl lost to Julia Budd. Santos just squashed Julia Budd. This girl lost to Marlies Conan. Santos squashed her years ago. I mean, look, I just think they have a hard time finding anybody competitive to really put in with her. you know, and this is a classic case of it. They brought this girl in from Australia, Irene Blencow. You know, I guess that's how you say her name. She's from New South Wales, Australia. She's 13-7. Look, a 13-7 fighter is not going to beat Christine Cyborg Santos or Christine Justino. She's Justino now that she's not a Santos. They divorced or whatever, however that worked out. But anyway, she's a savage, and she's carrying the torch for this organization. She's headlining a card during COVID at the Mohegan Sun. I mean, look, you know, somebody might listen to this on Friday. You're not going to listen to this on Friday and say, wow, Justino lost. It's not going to happen. She's going to win.
Yeah, Joey, I've been getting brain cramps throughout this whole podcast. I apologize to all you guys. Did you say something about Halle Berry and a chokehold or something? What were you talking about?
No, in guard.
That's all I remember. Out of everything you said, Halle Berry just sticking in my head for some reason. I'm sorry.
I'm just starting to wonder if we're still going to be taping this on Friday when people are going to be listening to it, Joey. Damn!
Man.
No, we're not, Coach.
I'm just saying.
Because I'm going to tell you right now, here's what happened today.
Listen, Coach has to leave to go to tap dance classes. So,
Coach,
I mean, we got to wrap this up quick, don't we?
The only Barry Coach gets worked up for is Chuck. He don't respond to
I
Howie.
was making fun of Coach. He's a great tap dancer.